Hello, can people hear me? I am trying to figure out why the little black bars are there and why it won't let me get rid of them, but hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. Get started in just a moment. Anyway, looks like we just have to deal with those. That'll be okay. So yeah, the plan today is to get the rest of the Arch-Tempered Raydao materials that I need for crafting my full gear set. I did a couple of hunts with my siblings last night, and we definitely failed once, and I definitely, definitely was the reason for at least two of those faints. So yeah, hopefully I have somewhat different armor that I'm going to try, and I'm probably going to give up on hunting the tail, cutting the tail off, because it's probably better just to deal with the stuns and sleeps. So this outfit has not quite as much armor. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, not quite as much armor, but it has a lot more thunder resistance, and I keep dying specifically to the massive thunder bursts. I am going to go level up the armor a little bit, because I've been stockpiling a bunch of armor spheres. But, yeah. Fingers crossed that we don't just die. Just gonna make sure that I'm upgrading the right stuff, because that would be embarrassing.
See you later.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure.
Hey. Anything catch your eye? Subar? I'm ready to work. Ready to get to work? Look good? Subar? What are we making today? Yo, ready to get to work? Look good? Fit you to a T.
Okay. Fingers crossed. I don't have anyone else to play with, so I'm probably gonna see if I can do SOS hunts. If it'll let me search for Arch-Tempered Raydaos, but I'm guessing it might not. Give it a shot. we search for event quests instead. Yeah, okay. It's been a few days, maybe a week or so since it was added, so I assume most people have already gone through and done their grinding. Hopefully, we'll be able to get consistent access to hunts, but again, we'll see.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared?
No camps, huh? So far, like, I did not play Sunbreak. So, disclaimer, I don't have experience with the difference between Arch-Tempered and Tempered from the previous game. But, so far, I'm, like, satisfied, I guess. It's not a drastically different from Fight, and I'd be frustrated if it was, because if it's going to be only a temporary event that we get to play for a little bit and then is gone, that'd be frustrating to have a really cool thing that doesn't get all access. But having just the the expanded bursts of lightning and the slightly different chains of attacks, I think that's a good way to do it.
Thanks, that helps.
Also, if my audio is off, if there's something up with it, let me know. I was trying to figure it out, but my headset was not properly transmitting my voice back to me, and so I only could do the best I could trying to set it up so that I am heard more clearly. So yeah, let me know if there's distinct problems that I might be able to address between hunts. Yeah? Okay. We'll have to see what we can do then. I tried to make sure that it would be audible from where it sits on my desk, and at least I'm clear. I'm happy with clear for now. Can you expand on what you mean by smoky/fuzzy? Love a good paralyze. The extra lightning effects around its horns make it a little hard to tell if it's stunned or not. A little like a Decepticon, you say? That's interesting for sure. So maybe the base is a little low, or a little high, I guess. A little over-based. Okay. The biggest issue that I was having previously was that the starts and stops of words were getting cut off, and the plosives were not showing up properly. So that's, having fixed that, that's a good feeling, hopefully. And then, again, we'll take a look after we kill this loser. A free meal? I'll admit, I was a little ambitious there. I was trying to see if I could jump the explosion, but I don't think I was quick enough. Rip. Nice. I always try to get as many wounds placed as possible, and it's always good if I can break the wounds, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't work. Nice. Love the stagger on the roar. For fear of fainting, I'm probably going to go get some more meds. Again, the lack of proximate camps is a little bit surprising. Also, how's the stream quality? On my end, it looks pretty stable. I haven't dropped any frames. Again, I'm not sure if there's anything I can do while live to fix the black bars at the edge, if they actually exist anywhere other than OBS. If they do, apologies. I'm definitely still figuring this out. Nice. That's good. Nice. Oof, bullying him.
Thanks, that helped. Thanks.
That helped.
Nope. No luck for the sleep. That's fine. Ah, haha, rip. Wonder if they bugged out or actually left. Dalinar's Blade. You can weigh in. How does the audio sound? I've been told I sound like a Decepticon so far. Oh, communication error. So maybe it is the host's internet. That's fine. I wish you the best of luck, Mr. Chemitrice. I wouldn't like my odds fighting against a Arch-Tempered Raydao solo, but, you know, to each their own. Appreciate it. Ugh, too far. There we go. Thank you for walking towards me, Raydao. That was so nice of you.
You know what to do. Discretion over valor, friend. Easy now.
I like that they have the support hunters. I think it's a great mechanic. I just... I mean, there's only so many canned voice lines that you can have before they get old. Oh, get wrecked. Yeah. I posted a new video on Wednesday, I believe, and it has been doing pretty well. Go check it out. It is on Split Fiction and how it is inferior to It Takes Two. I do think it's, like, words. Calling it a bad game is a little unfair and incomplete of an assessment, because I don't think it's intrinsically that bad of a game. I definitely don't think it's as good as It Takes Two. That's for sure, and that's part of the whole point of the video. I think that there are ways that it is a bad game. I think the puzzles aren't really that good. I think that a lot of the narrative choices that they made were extremely weak, but I also don't think it's so bad as to call it a bad game, right? It's just, I am, you know, a early middle-aged adult, question mark, however you want to define that. I'm older than being a kid and a teenager who might find this a lot more refreshing than I did. I think that the game exists is a good thing, but I wish they could have done better, is the gist of the video. Because the premise of Split Fiction is great, like having authors experiencing their stories and having sci-fi versus fantasy discussions. That'd be really cool if they actually did any of that, but unfortunately, they didn't, and it was just the story of two friends getting to know each other. I also meant to post a short today before going live, but I did run out of time to do that. So I'll have to see if I can do that afterwards. Because there are a couple, there's at least one for sure that I've got, and then we'll have to see if I have a couple more up my sleeve, and if I have time to make them before Monday. They weren't roommates. I low-key thought it could have been fun if they were roommates. Like, there's a lot of, like, missed opportunities in the story of Split Fiction. And, like, I think they did just want to have contrast to It Takes Two being about a marriage specifically. I think they might have been more open to that idea if it wasn't directly following the game they had about marriage and divorce. But it is just two friends platonically growing closer. And they were complete strangers before this, so it's it's a burgeoning friendship across the course of the game. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a lot of people have been subscribing, and some meaningful comments. There was the person who commented about my negative expectations ruining, or my over-high expectations making the experience negative, and I think they're correct about that. But I also don't know how to respond to that succinctly without being too confrontational, too aggressive in it, because even though my expectations were high, like, Hazelight Studio could have done a lot more to meet the quality that It Takes Two established, that they just didn't do. Anyway. Okay, so let's see audio real quick. Yeah, you were correct, and that is for sure the truth, but but again, it's like, just because my expectations were high doesn't mean that the game wasn't also less than it could have been. And just because I wanted more out of it doesn't mean that it gets a pass because it wasn't that thing. Of course, my opinions are going to be subjective. Like, it's all about my words. Yeah, my opinion is subjective, but again, I think by comparison, Split Fiction just wasn't as good as It Takes Two. Okay. Filters. So let's bring down the low a little bit. Let's bring up the mid. Does that sound any better? I will go see if I can craft more armor while waiting for a response.
Anything catch your eye?
I did go through and grind the remaining pieces for
Alrighty.
the bug outfits, and I think there's good potential in some of these.
Alrighty.
Because, like, I don't love the butterfly wing skirt and style, per se. But, like, I think that there's potential for a mix of these outfits. And I especially love the, like, monocle style eyepiece. Anyway. It's so fuzzy, huh? Okay. Huh. I'm not sure what would be causing the fuzzy, except maybe the gain being too high. Oh, I mean, if you're on your phone, like, come on. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it as much if you're on your phone. Yeah, we'll keep it at that for now. I also love the colors on these outfits. Like, big fan. I don't love the collar here, the spiky collar, especially because it wiggles like that. If it was more firm, I think that'd be better. But I do want this outfit because there's a lot of cool stuff here.
I'm ready to work. Alright, perfection.
So yeah, if you only get one Raid certificate Y for each hunt, then it is going to be another 8 of these, and I will take a break for sure, and not just to do Raid but
Fit you to a T.
yeah, it's.
Yes.
Nope. We want to search. Okay. Oh, this started 0 minutes ago? Okay, well, so maybe people do still need their Raid. The plan is to go until about 9 o'clock tonight. We'll see. See how I'm feeling. We'll see how entertaining Monster Hunter is. It's great, and I'm happy that they keep slowly adding content because I still have some armor sets to complete. I still have some. Okay, so that's interesting because when I was trying to test the audio for
By order of the guild.
this video, when I was testing the audio before the stream, I was only getting audio through my right headphone too. So is it just YouTube, or is it my voice specifically that is only playing through your right headphone? Because if it's my voice specifically, that's very interesting. And I mean, like, let me see. Because I can see only one of the 2 bars is being filled. Let me... Does that play both through your ears? Because you don't hear my game sounds? Bruh. That would have been nice to know a long time ago. Okay. When it moves areas, I will. Hear them barely. And I'm happy you're happy that you hear my voice. But, I mean, very few people are going to come join the stream and stick around if they can't hear the actual game, too. Thanks.
Bomb set. I've set a bomb.
You... no. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. I was all there for that. Okay, at least you acknowledged it. Okay, okay, okay. Wow. triple knockdown. And the tail? Wow. Wow. Yeah, I will see what I can do about increasing game audio. Now that it has left. Yeah, I had turned that way down from last time, so let me know if that's too loud now. Excuse me. I get it, I get it. I'll stick around just because you asked.
Thanks. That helped.
Thanks. That helped.
Hopefully the host doesn't drop again this time. So it looks like audio is hitting comfortably in the yellows during the big hit, so hopefully audio is good enough. Again, let me know. I saw a rumor that the next Arch-Temper monster they're doing is the Uthduna, which I think is very interesting because of the Apexes, I think the Uthduna is the most boring, with all due respect to our big floppy friend. I think it's cool, I think it's fun, and I would very much be interested in seeing another armor set based around it, but I think it is currently the weakest of the weakest of the Apexes in terms of, like, fun fight replayability value. Because it's, like, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, it's still fun to chop off all the limbs of the Neudra. And, like, Arcveld is hard. I don't know if it technically counts as an Apex. Arcveld is still hard, it's still challenging. I think it jumps around a little too much to be the most fun, but that's also speaking as someone who uses short or slow weapons mostly. And then Jindahad is a long fight, and it's not the most interesting because the Jindahad is like the Gaping Dragon, which is the iconic slow, chunky, drawn-out fight. I love that we're all just grouping around the head here. And I like, though she is fun too, but again, it's slow fights more than it is like meaningful, because the raid out is pretty fast. It's if you step poorly, you are in trouble, to say the least. Uthduna, it's like, okay, well, as long as you don't get caught by its big blocks, then you can stand pretty much wherever and just roll right, and you're good. I am interested to see how Legiacris is put into the game and how that fight goes, because Monster Hunter Tri was my first game, and I, contrary to people's opinion, contrary to the popular take, I enjoyed the underwater fights. And so, while I doubt that they're going to do any actual major underwater stuff for it, I am interested to see how they make it work. Because you have the ruins you can pull down on top of the Uthduna when it's swimming around, and I assume they're going to use that for the Gaiacris as well. But yeah, looking forward to that. I mean, I recognize Alucard. Is Escanor also someone? Okay. Rip. I've been reading Vandella. In Hi-Fi Rush, Vandalay is the big bad corporation that you're trying to take down as the main character. And so I've been reading Vandella out of the corner of my eye as Vandalay the whole time. Imagine being obsessed with anime, correct. Imagine watching through all of One Piece twice. Technically, I haven't gotten through it the second time complete, but I am dang close. You can block that, bruh? That's cool. Oh no.
Thanks, that helped.
Thanks, that helped.
Do I actually not have... I don't have more Mega Potions. I mean, my knowledge of Seven Deadly Sins is pretty limited, but I, like, out of the corner of my eye, I saw that they had, like, blue hair, too? Question mark? Let's see if we can get a look at them. Let's make sure we don't cart trying to look at them.
Thanks, that helped.
I mean, lacking a big axe explicitly, like, Charge Blade might be a good substitute for that, anyway. Hey!
This thing's a trove of new data.
A-Team Communications, huh? Support ship. Go check that out real quick.
You. Don't be shy.
Have a look.
I always buy barrel bowling vouchers.
Here. It's all yours. All right. You see it.
Yes.
There's always a risk of joining hunts that have been going, because you might be joining at the last cart and then get, kicked by failure before you have the chance to even play. But it's also, hopefully, a means of shaving off a few minutes from each hunt. Okay, there you go.
Yes. Wow.
Yeah, they added at least one free outfit now, and they also added a change of glasses for her. But as long as you go talk to her at the Grand Hub, I believe, before the Blossom Festival ends, then she'll say, "Hey, can I go change?" And then she'll put on that fun kimono-styled outfit. They also have a paid version, which obviously I don't have, because I'm poor. And I also just probably wouldn't spend money on it, to be honest. Again, with the no camps. I mean, I'll ride, but I mean, where's the lie, though? Where's the lie? And I mean, outfits for your player character as well.
Might be able to use them as a trap.
True. That's not a good sign.
Thanks. That helps.
Very much not a good sign for the connections on this hunt. Nice. Nice. Just two hammer bros cussing the heck out of these guys.
Thanks. That helps. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Come on, Gabby. Come on.
That helps.
I don't have much friendship on this. Friendship, the skill, on this set of armor. Because it's mostly meant to be anti-dragon to hunt Arcvelds. But I always like to have at least one friendship to... because friendship gives the effects of the items that you use to your allies who are nearby. And so that's why you keep seeing all the people saying, "Oh, thanks, that helped," whenever I use a potion. I mean, it's a little annoying to hear the voice line so much, but being able to just casually help your allies while you are healing yourself is pretty good. Big fan. Nice.
Set a trap.
I haven't checked to see if mods are updated for Title Update 1 or not. So I don't have my mods that tell me when a monster is trappable, but that's the second time that someone has placed a trap on this thing before skulls appear. So I obviously you can just deal damage while it's trapped, and that's fine, but I don't know. Doesn't seem as efficient as just, you know, trying to kill it / saving it for when it's ready to be caught. Yeah. Yeah! It's the best part about fighting in the dunes. As long as you're willing to lean into it, it's so much fun to just slide around with the hammer. Because it'll mess you up if you are not planning on sliding around. You'll slide too far, or you'll interrupt your other charge attacks. But when you're accounting for it, when you're planning for it, it's just so fun. That's, I think, the third stun we've done. Oh dear. Just Superman dive out of that.
Hey,
Yeah, yeah, Mr. Insect Blade. This. Rip.
No worries.
Rip. Okay, no. I thought it was going underground for a second, but it's the Valhara that's moving over here. That is the mini-map arrows. And I obviously don't really expect randos to, like, try to maximize sleep as a mechanic, but there's always that hope that, especially with a greatsword user, one of them will, they'll just back off and, you know, let the big hit get the big hit. Ah. Let's go make sure we're not fighting hungry, shall we? Just make sure that you don't fall asleep when there are four dubiously equipped hunters nearby who may or may not want to place bombs and wreck your day. I agree. The numbers are pretty nice. The 400 per charge swing is pretty good. I think I haven't had a chance to get a good hit on a sleeved arch-tempered Raidao. I would wager that we get somewhere around like 700 on a good hit. But we'll see. Please don't die.
Thanks. That helped.
Nice. Yeah. Fortunately, though, it's not nearly as bad to have one person step out, especially when the alternative is, you know, fainting and failing the quest. Okay, I need to go back and get more healing before, again, I part. Oh, item pouch. Also, the auto path for the secrets is one of the best parts of this game. The fact that I don't have to worry about finding my way back to the Raydao is so great that I can just hit up on the D-pad and then sit and, you know, enjoy the environment and chat, and it's great. It's great. I played World, I think about 3/5 of the way through, and goodness, trying to get your way from point A to point B in that game is very difficult. You idiot! Come on. Come on. We had the thing right there. We could have done so much. We were on the verge of greatness. Disclaimer, I don't have any pip or trank bombs on me, so my ability to help trap a monster is very limited at the moment. Nice. Yeah, yeah. And I would love to see this game run on a graphics card better than my poor 3060. Because I bet it would be even better looking. Oh, my poor dude. Just wants to trap the monster. Crap. Crap. Shock trap, no effect, my guy. The thing shoots lightning out of its horns. In previous Monster Hunter games, there would be an explicit bonus edition of loot that you would get for trapping the monster. So some people always wanted to trap it rather than slay it. In this, you get 3 drops the moment you trap it, the moment the trap is successful. And so they, I think they took away the explicit bonus carves that you could get. Wow, we love getting 3 in one go. Anyway, but my understanding is that some loot items are more likely to drop when you capture the monster as compared to when you slay it. So that might be what they were going for. Generally speaking, I'm happy to do either. And I always try to default to whomever is the host of the hunt, but I
I don't know. The only thing I need are the things you get for completing the quest, and so my investment in the hunt or
What are we
kill
making
is pretty light overall.
today? Ready to get to work? All right. Perfection.
Fingers crossed. I think it would be cool to be able to
Look
break
good.
1,000.
Alrighty. Perfection. Ready to get to work? Perfection.
Oh, so I do need certain things. Vulgar talents, huh? Interesting. Noted.
Hello. Look good. Perfection.
Vulgar talents.
Now that's a good choice.
Okay, so break the wings, question mark? Yeah. Alright. Alright, bet. Unohana! That's actually a pretty good cosplay. 10 out of 10. Reitsu Unohana from... I'm pretty sure that's her name. From Bleach, Captain of Squad 4. Big fan, big fan.
Right.
If I can get the mod working to... Okay. Get the mod working to do any number of
I'll be waiting here.
Monster Hunter redesign things. I would like to. I think that'd be fun to do various cosplay. It's the butterfly thorax. It's very similar to the blossom chest, but I think the neck piece is specific to this one. This is the butterfly gear set, which I think the male outfit is so much better than the female outfit. But yeah, I was going for some kind of like masked killer because I think the mask piece is really cool, but there's just not much that is the sleek kind of cool in. Yes, you are correct, Alien shit posting. It is the first Kenpachi. I like, especially the pants. I haven't found good pants to go with it because they're all just really baggy. But I've settled on this. I think it's pretty good so far. Anyway.
Yes.
Am I? Yeah. They are definitely pretty similar. And I haven't messed around with them yet, the new Blossom outfit, but I have high hopes, because especially the butterfly monocle thing that they have. Big fan of the possibilities there. Noblesse. I'll have to look. Yeah, there are a couple of outfit pieces that I haven't crafted. Mostly just because I did not have the... Okay, well, let's just start our own quest, shall we? Did not have the materials for both sets, male and female sets of an armor. But in my casual continuation of playing this game, I do eventually hope to be able to get all the armor sets just to make cool outfits, because I've seen some really impressive cosplays.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
So let's... do that, and we will top off our armor skin and demon drug, because I don't like my odds without them. It's so hard to tell sometimes if the character is drinking or just like flinching against the environment. That's my biggest complaint, is sometimes it's hard to tell if you're actually drinking or using an item or whatever.
Let's begin then. We must fall back.
Hey, we got the big bang. Oh dear. Sylvian Momo, that's a cute Hunter Palico name. Bamboo is named after one of the cats that I live with. He is adorable. He is very precious and very sweet. And sometimes he will jump up onto my desk and sit on my keyboard because he feels like he has deserved far more attention than I give him. And so it is very fun to be able to cuss my Palico out equally with the actual Bamboo getting cussed out and getting in the way. Come on, come on. He's asleep, and no one else is here. Okay, don't mess it up. Yeah, 930, that's a good number. Oh. Ooh. Oh, rip me. It's fine.
More supplies have been added.
Dual blades. My sister uses dual blades. I haven't played with her extensively for a bit, so I don't know many other people who use dual blades as compared to, you know, any number of other more versatile weapons, shall we say. Oof.
not cart twice on our own quest.
Thanks.
Know what the hills mean. More whipping time.
Thanks. That helps. Thanks.
Yeah, well, in case.
Thanks. That helps. No worries.
At least someone has insurance account. Man! Just not happening today. And by today I do mean this much. Oof! Well. Let's make sure we don't do it again. Oof. I don't even know, man. Maybe I will go hunt for Shia after this.
No worries.
Yeah, that was brutal. Oh. Brutal. Let's see if it lets me join SOS Flare Quest again. Okay. Fingers crossed.
Now commencing quest by order of the guild.
Again, no camps.
Can't move.
Don't worry about it. No
Sorry.
worries.
When I was grinding the La Arena quest, I got 3 of the special tickets in a row, and then I got 3 again on the next one. And so I'm hoping that I can do this again and get 3 tickets. Then that'll be pretty much the last of the raid hours that I need to hunt for now. So that's why I'm trying again, in spite of my previous claim to move on to something else. I do still need a lot of Shia stuff, so I will be moving on to Shia for at least a little bit for a break after I do at least one more raid out. Can't back that far up.
Thanks. That helps.
Thanks. That helps.
Great.
That helps.
Oof. Well.
Thanks. That helps. Thanks. That helps.
Another cool thing that this Monster Hunter does, maybe you could do it in Sunbreak, and I just never noticed, but being able to have the set voices, being able to pick between a set of voices, I think 4 for each ostensible sounding gender identity, and then be able to pitch them higher or lower at your leisure, it makes it a lot nicer not to hear the same exact voice every time. There are some games where it's just like aggravating because everyone picks the same voice. Remnant from the Ashes and Remnant 2 come to mind as examples where you hear a lot of the same 2 or 3 character voices if you're playing random pickup lobbies. Dorlani did not get the memo.
Thanks, that helps.
Popping off just in case, because we are on our last part.
Hey, thanks, that helped. Hey, what's up, the monster?
Nice. Dorlani? Hey, bud. One part left. Nice. Hey, that's a good sign. Shame. Okay. Well, we can recuperate with an easier hunt. I think I'm still missing the most.
Got something in mind?
Um,
Yeah.
yeah, still missing the most Mizutsune stuff.
claws and scales mostly. So let's go hunt some of them.
Let's have another hunt with no surprises today.
Let's bowgun this time. I think they're weak to thunder and lightning. Thunder, the dragon and lightning. Let's go make sure. Yeah, I don't have a dragon bowgun, but thunder and dragon. Just checking.
On call. May this be of use.
My understanding is that they did pretty heavily nerf the heavy bowgun with Title Update 1. They increased a lot of the recoil. They slowed down some of the animations, but it is still extremely fun to play. It's still very strong. Maybe they did. I don't look too closely at patch notes. I only know what I noticed from trying to use spread ammo after the title update 1. It is borderline useless at this point with how long the recoil is, and also just how the range you need to be at. But I've also never used the heavy bowgun specifically while riding the Sacred before, so... Hey, good to know. Got to do a little pirouette before my Sacred picks me up. I think that'd be pretty cool. Like, I was joking with my siblings and friends when Monster Hunter Wilds first came out that I'd been looking for a third-person shooter to play, and I just wasn't expecting it to be Monster Hunter. But like, running around with a heavy bowgun was a really good time, and I think having longer range than just the heavy bowgun, because even the heavy bowgun is, you still have to be pretty close for it to be at least optimally useful. I think it would be cool if they had a full-on long-range weapon that you could use. But also, I feel like that would make most monster hunts pretty easy, since 80% of the monsters, particularly early in the game, depend on getting close to you, and so it would be a lot of repositioning for the long range and a lot of bullying of the melee effects that permeate the beginning of the game. Okay, so it's not going to sleep. I mean, the double bows constantly being able to stack right is pretty brutal. Hey.
Good times. Okay. I don't think I've hunted a tempered Mizutsune yet. So I'm probably going to see if there's an SOS quest for a tempered Mizutsune, and then from there we'll probably go back to another raid now,
I heard from the others.
and see how I'm feeling at that point. Hey! Lucky day. Excuse me.
Do you have everything? Thanks! That helped!
But yeah, I didn't top off my ammo because I am a fool. It's fine. Ah, Silver Crown. It definitely looked pretty big. Big fan of having a hunting horn on the quest. It is always very nice when there is someone dedicated to providing all sorts of buffs,
That helped!
especially heals. Yeah?
Thanks.
True. Over there. Go to this pop-up camp and get more ammo. To reiterate, having a long bar of bust atop my screen is the best part of having a hunting horn ally on a hunt. Big fan. Also, having a Rampian ally is kind of fun too. Hey. Nice.
This thing's a trove of new data.
Okay. Let's do at least one more. Hopefully we don't cart. Hopefully we don't goof. Excuse me.
Right.
Okay. Let's make sure we have the right armor on. And don't have an ice, so I guess we'll just stick with sleep. Again, the lack of pop-up camps. Maybe some people just enjoy walking around the world more, so they intentionally don't place the convenient camps, so they're motivated to walk around more. Power to them, I guess, but I don't know. Not a fan.
Nice!
At least they have a theme. She has a dong. At least they're on theme with all their callouts.
I gathered some materials too. Check your field pouch.
Again, power to you. I like the idea of exploring environments, but I don't know. So I loved Monster Hunter Rise, where they had all of the sword fragments you could find. It made wandering around all the much better because there was a reason to, because there was fun to be had in the environment. I am a very objective, motivated gamer, and so just wandering around and appreciating the beauty isn't something I do very often. But again, like, a big part of Monster Hunter is that they spend a lot of time building out these environments and making them cool places to hang out in. So power to you. Nope. Hey. am not great with hammer offset moves yet. It's my dream to be able to get good enough that I can actually hit things like Reidao's backflip. We get the slide. Two bullets dodged there. 10 out of 10. Thank you, environment. Thank you, Reidao, for being amenable to my near death. Interesting. So what's different about Wilds then? Is it just that it's like intentionally simulating an environment? I do agree that there wasn't too much benefit to just hanging out in Rise. Like, it was really cool to see all of the places once, but then aside from finding the specific, like, the cliffs in the caldera and the volcano that had a bunch of mineral deposits in Rise, going to the specific honey spots in World. But I don't know. I feel pretty similarly about the collectability of Rise. There's spaces to get specific stuff, but I don't know. Why can't you just go after the raid now? Come on.
I set a bomb. Bomb set.
Please, please, please. Let's not be the one who cards the last time.
Thanks. That helped.
Okay, well. Again, we almost got there. come on. Oh, the timing was way off.
The lightning has them amped up. Might be able to use them as a trap. Don't worry about it.
Goodness gracious. Okay, well, go again. I will try being the one in charge this time. See how that works out. Love me a login bonus. Hey, we love us a Switch Axe user. We stand the Switch Axe. Oh, rip.
Hey. Hey. True MVP Kaz, letting me get the sleep hit and flashing it to save my life. Big fan, big fan. Bless. And like the hammer offsets, they work mostly just like that, where it just happens that you finish your spinning bludgeon right when they're about to attack at the perfect angle, and that's great. It's fun. It always feels good when it happens, but I do enjoy that the switch axe and other weapons have an intentional offset move you can do. I made a short about the HAR song World's Smallest Violin, where it's just a series of offsets with the switch axe, because it's really fun to bully monsters with a switch axe. And it would be cool to get consistent enough with the hammer to have a similar compilation with the hammer, but I am definitely not that good yet. The Ardian weapon system, I love it because it gives me a good excuse to mess around with other weapons when I don't need to invest all of the previous monsters. I think the hammer spin move should be an offset too. I think just like the they should have at least one like swing offset move from base. In my opinion, you can do there's an overhead smash and then an offset you can do. Anyway, I feel like the hammer deserves a little more love, but I didn't always think that way because I made fun of my brother relentlessly for using nothing but the hammer until I started using it in Wilds and found out that it's actually a really good time. So, again, big fan of Ardian weapons, making it so you can just craft a top-tier weapon of any kind to give it a go. Because as fun as it is to go and beat up a Chatacabra every once in a while, it's more meaningful to be able to try a wide variety of moves against a wide variety of monsters. Yeah. Maybe everyone needs this, the Fulgur Talons like I do. Be helpful. Yeah. And like, again, I knocked it a lot because I was like, oh, Switch Axe is so much cooler. You have more mobility, but you're not locked into specific attacks as often. But it's... I like big numbers, and the hammer provides. Like, I love the zero-sum discharge, and I love the full release slash from the switch axe in this game, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it is a heck of a drug to have the high 3 or low 4-digit numbers of damage in one hit when you wake up a sleeping monster with a hammer hit. Like, it's hard to beat. I also picked up the Greatsword for that same reason, and it's, again, not something I ever would have done if I had to play the Greatsword the entire game, but being able to just pick it up and give it a go is really fun. Yeah, I still need the certificates. I need, I think, 3 or 4 more before I have them all. And then whenever I have time, I'll go back and get the Fulgur Talons that I need. But I just figure while I am still doing it, might as well give it a shot, see if I can get the pieces. But you know, it's been more difficult than I would have expected to just get the wings. But I mean, this group seems like they might go the distance. Only one feint and nothing even risky since then. So fingers crossed we don't have a double cart. Thank goodness. Well, it was an attempt. It was an attempt. Okay. Wild. I mean, better than fainting, I guess. Okay. Let's see how many more I need.
Hey. Got something in mind? Shavar.
Oh, so I need 3 more. Okay.
I'm ready to work. Alrighty. Perfection. Come back anytime.
Julio. Then Planes, ha ha ha, 10 out of 10. Fun outfits.
Right.
Let's top off items first. Hopefully we get another good group. Not gonna land. Not gonna let me sneak attack you? That's fine.
Sorry about the delay. Easy now.
Maybe I'll just cart 3 times and end it quick. Hey. Good times. We love a team that gets the sleep. And I'm always happy every time that I don't completely beat it with the hammer, because it's still about 50-50 for me to hit it with one of the initial swings rather than the big one.
Thanks. That helps. Thanks.
Nice. We have someone who's paralysis. That is something we were missing on most of the hunts we failed, was anyone who was paralyzing it. Get there? We'll get there? Yeah! Feel asking why I need to sharpen my hammer. I'd probably mind it a little bit less if it was like, if there was some way to detail that I'm actually making it more blunt instead of giving it edges. But I don't know. Maybe sanding it to a perfect sphere for certain hammer designs. I guess there's like the Shewu hammer that is the Executioner axe. That makes visual sense why it's being sharpened. Nice.
Thanks. That helps.
Thanks. That helps.
Thanks. That helps.
Oh no, I thought I'd be fast enough. I didn't dodge. My hubris. Oh. Feels bad. Didn't even try to dodge.
Thanks. That helps. Thanks. That helps.
Nice. Predictive Flash, 10 out of 10. And then you're just coming back, is that it? Come on. It's fine. It's fine.
That helps.
That helps.
Nice. Very safe.
Thanks. That helps. I set a trap. I set a trap. Thanks.
I mean, I still sometimes set shock traps without thinking about it against these guys. Like, happens to the best of us. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Again, I want to be able to break these wing talons off if possible, but I also would just rather not fail the quest, so. Okay. Hey, that's 2. Pretty good. Okay, I just need 1 more. So maybe I will... Need 1 more. Arch-tempered. And that should be right up to the end of the stream.
Yes. Hello.
Let's see. I really like Monster Hunter as a very chill game. Like, even with hard fights like the Arch-Tempered Raidao or with 2B's cheeks, huh?
Now commence
Um,
quest by order of the guild.
Raidao, Tempered Mizutsune can be tough. Shia can be a little tough. Even with the harder fights, it is still, like, the margins of error aren't so slim that you have to constantly be engaged. There's usually a pretty big margin of error, and so being able to play detached is pretty nice, being able to just hang out while playing. I often watch YouTube while playing Monster Hunter, especially when I'm just grinding a specific monster.
Right.
Um,
We need to get clear of here.
and it's good. Notably, though, I also don't. I don't engage in the like through optimization of buildcraft or whatever. Rip me. And so like DPS is not the goal for me by any means.
More supplies have been added.
If it's not made evident by how many times I've carded on the stream. But yeah, I don't know. I also think Elden Ring is a pretty chill game, pretty laid back. When you know you're not like on the verge of beating a boss, and so you go up, you expect to lose, and so you're just having fun, figuring out the moveset, etc. It's like, it's a great Saturday afternoon, Friday evening for me. Famously chill. Famously, curatives for depression. Dark Souls 2 is a vibe. I didn't think you had played Dark Souls 2. Surely you're joking, right?
Thanks. That helps.
No. It's Majula, not marriage. Anyway. Rip. Hey, thanks for the free chemitrice parts, idiot. Hey, they actually got the tail.
Thanks. That helps.
Hey, good times.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
And at least one Fulgur Talon. Pretty good. That's the last of the certificates I need, so. Coolio. Successful stream all around, even with the numerous feints that we had. So yeah. Again, my plan for the month of May is to stream on Mondays and Fridays around the same time. I think 7 is going to be more consistent, 7 Eastern time. I just have plans later tonight with a friend that I need to get to. That made me push it forward a little bit. But Mondays I plan to stream whatever game I'm interested in playing, and then Fridays I'm happy to do polls to see what people are interested in seeing. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will hopefully get the short that I have up by Saturday at the latest. I'll see if I can get it up later tonight, but if nothing else, I can get it before I go to work on Saturday.
Well, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I think that's about it for me.